It's Catgirl time! Hi, it's me, Katie She. It's you, my favorite people on the internet. Hello, Dave. Hello, Zar. Hello, Eva. Welcome on in. How is your Saturday going? It feels like it's not been long since I've seen everyone. Time is wild. It's the cat. It is the cat. Hi, Catgirl time. It's me, Catgirl time. Meow. Meow, Dave. Meow, Coffee Man Sir Nash. How are we all doing? Did everyone have a good night's sleep, or was everyone buzzing after robbing McElhinney's manor? Because I was kind of buzzing, I won't lie. It's the cat. No, it's a dog. I mean, it could be. Hi, DJ! I like it when days go well. I like it too. Hey, but honestly, you were saying 2 days in a week. That's not bad odds, honestly. I'll take 2 days in a week over no days in a week, right? I fell face first into bed right after. Understandably. Zara, I honestly forgot you weren't well. I didn't hear it in your voice or your actions at all. You were a champion. I totally forgot you were sick. Just GM Zara showed up for that and was like an absolute badass. As someone with xenophobia, I would be scared of Katie if she was a dog. Oh no. Oh, Eva, I'm so sorry. How are you with dog photos? Do you need me to avoid any dog photos up on screen? Because I can keep note of that. Because I once in a blue moon I'll occasionally show my pugs off, but you let me know if that's going to be a trigger and I will avoid doing that. I go to sleep, I wake up 4 hours later, life has continued since then. Dave, no! Nah, dog photos are okay. Oh, good, okay. You totally passed as healthy as are. Masking level, A++. Oh, I forgot that Dave's been up since 4 and hasn't actually gone back to bed, because I get up at silly times, but then I go back to bed afterwards, but Dave just goes, nope, this is my life, I am awake now. Valid, Eva, valid. I know. Dave, I don't know how you do it. Like, I got woken up at, I think, 1 AM by one of the pugs. Having an air quotes accident. I'm pretty sure he targeted me deliberately. And now 2 AM by the other pug being like, Mother, please, I require the bathroom most urgently because I have a funny tummy today. And I was like, okay, buddy.
You will give me
Let us run to the back door. Neo, hello. How did your Hades go last night after I headed off?
Stretch!
How did the run go?
Moist.
Neo is who we raided into last night, for folks who might have missed that. They are an awesome chicken man, and they are doing amazingly at Hades and learning all the things super fast. I'm very, very proud to see it. They are awesome. I am here, have fear. No fear for Neo. Daily reminder that I love everyone, and we love you, Neo. So I got 3 more Switch games. One of them was £19 cheap for a Switch game, but bye-bye, £107.98. Holy smokes, DJ, what games did you get? What games did you get? That's pricey for Switch games in my books. Like, I tend to wait for the sales and then potentially teleport to different parts of the EU, depending on where the sales are cheapest. You know, it just so happens I'm in Poland when the summer sales are on. It's really funny how that collides. But dang. I'm currently working, but I'ma be lurking. Oh, Neo, have an awesome day at work. Bye-bye. I got to Theseus and the bulk of the Minotaur. Awesome. It's so cool. I'm trying not to buy any new Switch games, though the House of Fata Morgana tempts me terribly. Everything I hear about that visual novel sounds so good, but I have a Trello board of all the games I own and I'm working my way through them. And I'm not supposed to be buying games until I start making severe progress on that. I have a visual of my backlog now. I can't hide from it. I cannot hide from it. I could show it. Would that be interesting to other people? It would be interesting to me. It's normally hot today because of me, but today it's the weather. Oh no, Neo, I hope it cools down a bit. It's okay-ish in Scotland. It's grey. It's not much to write home about here weather-wise. It's not snowing or raining, so honestly, pretty good. It's not, I wouldn't say it's sunny either, but you know, it's not terrible. If Katie's sometimes see anything, oh no. Oh, we talked about Trello boards in my class on project management on Tuesday. Oh, Zara, nice. Earlier in the week I was kind of looking at the project management systems. Giga, a VTuber who is also in the IT industry, was talking about their favorite project management systems and talking about Azure DevOps, which is one I've poked at before. So I gave it a little poke and I ended up. But they also mentioned, you know, if you want something lightweight, Trello is the way to go. Which reminded me that, you know, most times lightweight is fine for my, and usually better for my brain. I don't need the full suite for my personal projects. So I went back to Trello, and it was so good. It was so good. I've been enjoying it for things that I like to have visuals for. So my gaming backlog, where I want to see what I've done. For stuff where I don't care what I've done, it's less useful, and my to-do lists tend to win out there. The To-Do app I use, Trello, has like a Kanban function, but I don't like it because it hides the things that I've completed. It's like, no, I need to see my progress. I need the evidence that I am not besieged by ennui, that I am not like drowning in entropy. I need evidence that I've done things with my life, please. Please, this mortality is a chain around my neck. I need evidence that I'm achieving something with it. Maybe I should Trello my mini projects. Honestly, it's good for that, Zar. My most used Trello boards are for my gaming backlog, art commissions, because then I can track it with a little visual, which is just nice to track the progress and have a visual. And also just art pretty. And what's the other one? My writing projects. For getting into the nitty-gritty, I don't use it as much. I tend to use my to-do list for the detailed stuff. But it is good. It is good. That is such a mood. Oh god, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. TTYD remake. Oh, what's the TTYD remake? Well, hang on, I'm gonna Google that because my brain is not doing acronyms right now. Talk to your dad. Talk to TTYD. Oh, Thousand Year Door. Yeah, I just think of that as Paper Mario. That makes so much sense. Oh, okay. No, that's a good thing to spend on. I've been really tempted by that one as well because I didn't get to play in the original format. Because the GameCube edition, I had a GameCube, but my god, Paper Mario for GameCube cost a fortune by the time that I was trying to get hold of it. No single project management tool is perfect for every project. Yeah. Absolutely, that's true. I'm trying to figure out what's perfect for me. And that's kind of an ongoing thing, and what I keep having to come back to is that what's perfect for me, 9 times out of 10 it's the stuff that I'm already using successfully rather than whatever shiny new thing I've seen. 9 times out of 10, it's what's already in place and not whatever shiny new thing I want to try out. The shiny new is always a distraction. We use Asana at my job and I quite like it for my team. Asana always looks really cool. I've never been so lucky to be in an environment where I can have it licensed, but I do like it. The original would be cool, but why was it so expensive? Yeah, right? Why was it so expensive? It was impossible to get a hold of. Tits, YOLO dong. That's the words to a funny song, but I'm a musician now. Yeah. I know Nintendo pricing is Nintendo pricing and it's infamous for a reason, but goddamn, Paper Mario really was so high at the time. I can't believe I didn't realize Thousand Year Door though. Wait, where's the Oh, I was like, where's the second T in thousand? I was doing the calculation there, like, where's the second T? And then, like, after a 2-minute delay, my brain goes, the. The second T you were looking for is the word the. Oh boy, it's one of those days, and I have to get back to Steamy Vampire game, and I'm nervous because, look at me, I'm a mess. Average Katie brain moment, it is, I need one of those little scrolly circles. Did you know the scrolly circle that tells you when something is buffering? Do you guys know the real name of that? The actual, legitimate, I'm not making it up, name for the spinny circle that means that a thing is buffering? I may have told you guys this before because I've been very excited ever since I learned it. Zara says, I think I know. It was probably me. I probably told you like a week ago and I've forgotten. When did it have a name? It has an official name. It has an official name, and it's a name I hate. It does. It does. Here we go. Have the Wikipedia entry for Frobber, which is what we call that little loading circle. Oh, why does it have a highlight text? That link was shite. Hang on. Let me fix that. You know what? I deserve that. But yes, that is the Frobber. It's not the buffering wheel, it's not the loading circle, it's not the spinny circle, it's the Frobber. Welcome to the hell of knowing this. Now we all get to suffer. I might be in jail, but you're all in jail with me. That's why the sign is facing outwards. Can I fire whoever made that name? Honestly, who did come up with the name? Who did come up with the name? Let me see. Crashing the stream? Hang on, let me get my loading Frobber up so I can fix it. Where did the word Frobber? Oh, I see. So it comes from Netscape, the old Netscape browser. Netscape browser wasn't the first instance of it, but it was where it got the name. Because in Netscape it was a big blue N that would expand and contract, and it would frob. It would frob. And that is where the name Frobber came from. Yeah. The first instance of it actually was like NCSA Mosaic web browser, which, wow, that's a blast from the past, but that apparently wasn't notable enough to get a name. Per Mosaic browser. Netscape has so much to answer for. Netscape bringing us all the Frobbers. Oh man, I love it. I love it. It's like I just love giving that information to people. There's some information is fun, like you know the free line menu in a mobile site that you use to expand and collapse the menu? That's called the hamburger menu, and I love that. I didn't understand that at first. I was like, why the fuck is it called the hamburger? But it's because it looks like two bread buns with meat in the middle. It looks like a hamburger. Hamburger menu! And there's variations like a hot dog menu, I'm pretty sure, which is, I think, the flipped version of that. I'm gonna make sure I didn't make that up. Oh god, I'm just getting images of hot dog menus. That's not what I wanted. I think the hot dog is where you've got like a slightly shorter one on the top and the bottom, and the middle line is long. So it's a variation of the hamburger menu, but with a long middle line. And the kebab menu where it's vertical. Kebab, that's the one I was thinking of. Yes! I love it, I love it. Heck is fun sometimes. Enjoy your daily egg. Oh, I haven't got mine yet. Everyone get your protein.
You will give me an egg.
Do you need to make an egg kebab? I mean, you definitely could. You can make an anything kebab, I'm pretty sure. Devs are hungry and horny. Well, that is the truest thing I've heard all week, honestly. That is the truth of development right there. I did retweet something earlier that basically said that AI won't take over art because the best art inherently comes from like a super horny place, which it's not true. Like, let's be real, it's not true. There's plenty of ace artists out there that are making awesome stuff, but there's a lot of truth in it. For a lot of people, that is the source of the fuel. It's a powerful driving force in the arts, shall we say. Oh, okay, but speaking of horny. Toggled. And next up we toggle the audio. I love the word toggle. Hey Riley, do you want to know the name of the loading circle? The buffering circle? Do you want to know its official tech name? Because chat can tell you. We just had discoveries today. And I need to remember to switch over my audio. It's the Frobber! Enjoy that cursed knowledge. The Frobber! The Frobber haunts us all. The Frobber! You're better off not knowing. It's true, but you know, we're all here now. We all exist in this hell together. Oh, we've got audio. I think Dave told me that a few weeks back. Honestly, it could have been me that told you that. I feel like I've probably mentioned it before because I learned it recently. And I've been impossible ever since. Enjoy your egg! 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 Oh my god, Paimon works with his background. Egg! 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 Do you think she's gonna freeze up halfway like she usually does? There we go! I really try and compress her. Squish it out. Ding, 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 ding. Paimon. Don't worry, Paimon, I'll squish you one day. Dung, 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 dung. Bam, 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 bam. Hey! Enjoy your daily egg. Language English. Next up is the game
Good job!
Comet. Wisteria! Hello, hello, lovely Wisteria. Shout out for Wisteria. I need to get better at remembering to shout out people. And there's a cleaver as well. Oh my gosh, everyone's here today. Flutter into the cozy realm of Wisteria Moth, where the Eclipse community shines with a casual glow. Oh, it picked up the community name. That's so cute. Celebrate birthdays with chill vibes. Debate the best Pokemon pals. Ooh, which one won? Which one won? And embark on farm life or epic battles with friends like Stubborn and Zombie. Oh, do you guys play Stardew? Expect giggles over fork knife mishaps and no paid overtime Splatoon skirmishes. It's a space for all the queer pride, mental health chats, and embracing the goofball within us all. I love Pokemon, yes. Sink your teeth into my butt cheeks. Comet. Comet. That is my response to you this day. To that I say, Comet. So Comet is the next game in the bundle, and it's about... I think you're trying to remember something and you've got a missing word, there's a gap in your memory. I think that's what they're going with this title here. I forget. I don't know much about it, but let's find out. She sits on top of the railing, her legs dangling over the side with a steep drop. Oh, I should also mention there's lesbians, you know? Gotta get people hooked. Her fearlessness is both impressive and deeply reckless to me. I like this font a lot more already. It's a good font choice. Yeah, the UI looks pretty similar, but also this is kind of how all RenP games end up looking, honestly. The bar at the bottom is fairly standard. Oh, hello. You're cute. I simply could never. She's holding on to it. But I could not stop the thoughts of how precarious it is. It's not meant to be sat on. That's what the bench is for. So how could I trust it to be safe? What if it just gave way under my weight? The worst part wouldn't be dropping into the void. It'd be the knowledge that my family would tut disapprovingly, saying how I wasn't careful enough. I shouldn't have leaned on such a flimsy rail. No one else in the family would be so foolish. So, what are you thinking about? Okay, we've got another awkward protagonist already and I love it. I don't like this overlap of the UI menu though. That is one thing, Super Biased Gary does great game programming, but accessibility needs work done. Nothing. My untimely death. You. My untimely death. Oh yeah, your favourite topic. He pokes me playfully, blank, before I gently brush her hand away. And... huh? Behind her, I see what almost looks like a descending flash of blinding light. I blink, trying to process it as I point down into the void below us. What was that? You think that bad a ploy is going to work? I shake my head, pointing insistently. Maybe I'm also using it as a way to distract from my airheadedness, but it was real. It was real, it happened, I saw it. No, really, something weird fell. It was like... a comet? She's shaking her head before I'm finished talking. But when she hears the last word, she finally turns around to look. it here? Her flat tone tells me she's skeptical as she stares into the void. I stare too, wondering if she's spotted anything, but there's no sign of whatever mysterious flash I saw. This game shares a lot of similarities. We have a less than social protagonist and a love interest who absolutely doms us. Yeah! I'm loving this tradition so far. May it continue. I give up quickly. When she turns back to me again, rolling her eyes. At this time of day? Somehow doubt it that was a comment. Girl, daytime comets exist. Comets care not for the time of day. I know what I'm doing. God damn it, Dave. God damn it. She leans in close, putting a hand on my shoulder and giving me a look. To say, do you guys prefer if I stay quiet during the blank bits, or should I say blank every time? What's easiest? Especially for the folks that are following around audio only. I should probably say blank for the audio only folks, right? Yeah, I should. That feels more sensible. She leans in close, putting a hand on my shoulder and giving me a look. Blank. To say, I think you should guess what is blank. She leans in close, putting a hand on my shoulder and giving me a look. Fuck! To say. You should say ass. I went straight to 100, I'm sorry. Are you just trying to distract yourself from your date with him? Oh no, am I dating him? Abort mission, abort mission. I clearly have made mistakes. Why aren't I dating her? You should say ass or maybe hell. Golly. That was a good one. Bashful, maybe a little. Denial. It's not a date. Sincere. It's not a date. Resigned. I wish it was. Golly, a date. I wish it was. Piss, a date. No, piss doesn't work. Piss is dangerous. Sincere. It's not a date. Ah, so you're still not willing to be totally honest even with just us here? Her eyes challenge me as if daring me to admit more than even that. What's with the capital letters? What do they mean? Gary, what are you doing? Blank, 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 blank. I say nothing. Piss, 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 piss. You could maintain a tradition and say digi, 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 digi. I say nothing. She pats my cheek before leaning away. Digi, digi, digi. From me. You and him are so cute. You and him. A very natural turn of phrase, that. That is you, Riley. You and him have been like that for, what, a decade? Me and him grew up together. Me and him knew each other since me and him kids. Me and him long backstory. Me and him. I know I couldn't do a penis expression. So the options are me and him grew up together. I'm closer to him than everyone. Me and him grew up together. He's like a brother to me. Me and him grew up together. So blank. He knows me better than I know myself. I'm gonna go with the blank one. It intrigues me. Guess there's no way to catch up. He must know all the embarrassing stories about you. Catch up. I believe in you. I believe in you. You've got this. You've got this. He saw all the phases of teen me. He knows far too much. Oh, interesting, interesting. Me date Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga is here for this dating sim. She nods. Blank. Understanding. All the phases, even your LARPing one, right? No, not the LARPing phase. It never ends. I'm LARPing right now. Even the LARPing. Oh, that camera shake was cute. Oh my god, it is real? I've gotta see it. There must be photos, right? No pictures survived, not even a single one. She stares me down with a wide grin on her face. She nods. Fuck, understand. That's why I can't do the swears, it doesn't work. Fuck understanding. She stares me down with a wide grin on her face. She takes out her phone and I dread what she's about to search for, so I grab at her arm to take the phone away. She giggles as I wrestle with her. her damned iron grip defying my efforts as I pull at her two-handed. And then, instead of pulling, I'm actually pushing her. Wait! Wait, why am I doing that? She starts to tip too far over the railing, her eyes widening. My mind reels with panic as my arms now scramble at her and pull her back from the void. Why? What? Without her fighting me, our combined strength easily keeps her from falling. Shh. Jesus Christ, game! Jesus Christ! Jiminy Crickets! I can't handle this. Can we have this very platonic conversation with her not on a railing, please? Please? So did I, Riley! So did I! Without her fighting me, our combined strength easily keeps her from falling and swiftly leads to her toppling onto me, flattening me out on the ground underneath her. Okay, you know what? I can allow this. I can allow this if it leads to this trope, because God, we love this super duper platonic trope. Where you just end up on your friend platonically. I'm winded and breathless as she steadies herself on top of me. Both of us pant, the panic slowly abating with breath. They're roommates! They're roommates! We're not getting banned on Twitch because they're roommates. And you know, they're not just 6 feet apart because they're not gay, they're like space apart. There's a whole void here in the background. They've got all the social distance they need. Okay, when I said this was similar to Sink Your Teeth, I didn't expect this to be the same thing. Neither did I, because I think Jan wrote Sink Your Teeth. And I don't know who wrote this one. I don't know if Gary wrote it or not. It's just the queer brainworms, leaving us in an awkward heap, blank. But I clear my throat to speak. Just like in my Japanese animes. Oh, interesting. And I've got some very greyed out ones here. So the options are, sorry for almost killing you. Just like in my Japanese animes. We know that's the winner. But very hard to read. There's and, blank, asterisk, and then below that, failing, blank, close bracket, open quotes, ... close quotes. Just like in my Japanese animes. Very normal. Oh, shove off. She pushes me off of her. I mumble a sorry, laughing, blank, awkwardly. If that's your attempt to be cool, it's still obvious why the deal with you and him is still unsettled. Sweating profusely. There's no deal at all. He and I are just friends. Bashful. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. There's nothing special between him and me. Greyed out, tired. There's something deal he and I. Greyed out, frustrated. Blank, I like him. It's blank. Hard blank, I guess. Oh, interesting. Just gals being pals. There's no deal at all. No deal. I'm very anime. I haven't known her that long. Definitely not as long as the decade I've known him. But she has blank. Always been nice to everybody. So who wouldn't like her? She gives me a look. Blank. Cheerily and says, "Let's get some ice cream. Hell yeah, ice cream." She offers me her blank hand, blank, and her blank smile. Oh no, my options are independent or platonic. I don't want either of these. Oh no, I hate the platonic one. And the greyed out ones are unknown emotion, I clasp hand, blank on it. Clumsy, I grasp for blank. I don't like the platonic option, so I'm going to pick it anyway because it makes me cringe. I take her hand. What are best buds for? She lifts me to my feet. She gives me a warm smile, blank, before she turns away. Okay, it's just steps. Okay, it's not a dungeon. She leads the way off to the steps down. This has been such a nice day already. She's so nice. It's always nice to hang out with her. She's the nicest friend I have, blank. And now we're going out for nice ice cream, blank. Nice! As we start our descent, my mind drifts to him. I feel guilty for a moment thinking of her as my nicest friend, blank. But that's right, isn't it? I adore him. I love him, blank. He isn't my best friend, blank. He's my oldest friend. Back when he and I were kids, everyone joked, blank, about how close he and I were. The blanks. The blanks, they could be love. The blanks could be anything. It's probably trauma, though, let's be real. It feels like trauma. And that he and I would end up being together forever. I'd play with him. He'd tease me. But I obviously still liked it. I wouldn't still be friends with him if I didn't like a girl. Protagonist of non-binary gender? Come on, come on. Oh, the woofy puppies are being shooed away. Bye, Frankie. Bye, Frankie. Sayonara, my son. Oh, the son does not want to go downstairs. Oh, he's a grumpy boy. Hang on, let me go intervene. Are you a menace? Are you being a menace? Hi. Hello, don't be a menace, okay? Be a growly boy. He is in air jail, as my friend calls it. Where you get lifted up in a cuddle. Air jail. I'd play with him, he'd tease me, but I obviously still liked it. I wouldn't still be friends with him if I didn't like it. Blank. He and I lived next to each other, always walked to school together. He'd always wait to walk me home too. He'd get upset if I didn't wait for him to walk me home. Then I'd feel guilty. He was always waiting for me, blank. Shouldn't I just wait for him too? I need a phrase that's like girl, but non-binary. Folky, Persian. I need the proper levels of judgment. Protagonist. Bitch is pretty good, honestly. I would not usually consider that non-gender, but I like the energy. Protagonist, come on, protagonist, come on, you deserve better than this. My family all still ask about the deal with him. They already know, blank, and they're just waiting for me to realize, blank. My mum especially loves to say, that's what I thought when I was your age, and then chuckles, blank, to herself. We need to destroy the mum. It was always a running joke, blank, at my expense. He's, blank, been pleasant. Protag, what is in that blank? Protag, blank, friendly. Blank, patient. Oh god, this is a lot of suspiciously positioned blanks. He has some red flags, one might say. What more could I blank want? Pleasant, yes, that's definitely not a red flag in and of itself. He first confessed that he loved me when I was 12. Protag! Protag, get out of there! Yeah, this is Redaction Poem, the video game. You're so right, Riley. I never really thought about boys that way. I thought he was playing pretend. I confessed back, and then I played house for the afternoon. It was fun, playing along with the joke his and my parents had told for years. He didn't find it funny when he realized I was playing. I was only 12, so I just laughed. I didn't know yet to have guilt over how I felt. Protag! I learned that when I was 15. Oh no. The second time he confessed that he loved me was when I was 15. There was some dance coming up. I wasn't paying it much attention. He asked me to go, I said yes, as a friend. Everyone knew except me. My parents still just laughed at me being oblivious. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I'm taking psychic damage from that. Oh, that's too real. Back then, they hadn't run out of patience with me yet. Protagonist mental troubles? Dog, we're cooking with this one. Honestly, God. I'm loving the ways they're representing different types of trauma and anxiety in these games with the interface. It's so good, but it also hurts. I'm begotten with you. You're very pleasant. Oh, so romantic. I'm gonna drink some water. Because despite this not being a very thirsty game, I am thirsty. This is the thing with playing visual novels on stream. It's a lot of talking. It never feels like it in the moment, but it does catch up with me eventually. I love when people refer to me as pleasant. No, no, no. I realized that the first confession was real. Blank. The date was real. Blank. The second confession was real. That second confession happened during the date. He had roses, some rehearsed speech, and a pleading look. I honestly don't remember it really. It barely feels like I was there. Oh, protag. Protag! Brotag! My brotag! No. Katie, you don't think I'm pleasant? I can think of much better words to describe you, like good girl. I told him it was really serious and I'd need to think. So I did. A lot. The third time he confessed that he loved me was when I was 18. It was a lot less rehearsed, more passionate. This time I do remember him saying it was my last chance. Oh, protag! Turning it around on me is illegal. Look, you opened the gate. I just walked through it. Eva says you're more than pleasant, you're cool. It's true. Digitame O'Reilly is pretty damn cool. They are pretty awesome. So is everyone in this chat. So is Eva, so is Zar, so is Spacey, so is Dave, so is DJ, so is Cleaver. Hush. No, I will not. It wasn't just a gate you opened, it was a floodgate. Ah! Wordplay. I was going to college in another town. He was willing to try long distance for my sake. Protag! Protag, run! But he needed me to admit that I wanted it. Protag, run! I told him it was still too big. Blank, too much. Blank, too soon. He stormed out, and that was it. In a way, it was a relief to get closure, to have that tension finally gone. The fourth time he confessed that he loved me was when I was 19. He didn't use words. Uh-oh. He just had a girlfriend when I got back from college. My family all talked about her as the other woman. Oh no. But okay, so Protag is considered a woman by their family at least. I was happy for him to be free of the lifelong tension, like I was. He introduced me to her, and even as he introduced her, he was begging me with his eyes to take her place. Oh, I hate this! 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 We hung out all summer. Girl, no, I can call her girl now because I think she does identify as femme. So, girl, no, girl, girl. Call your mum. Call your dad. Actually, don't call any of them. They're not. Don't call your mum. She's kind of a problem. Call your dad. Girl. After a fantastic summer, I went back to college. He broke up with her before I came home for Christmas. The fifth time he confessed that he loved me hasn't happened yet. Girl, run! Oh god, I don't like the electric box considering hers habits with railings. Can we just move away from lethal objects, please? Please, girlies, can we hang out somewhere less lethal, please? Please, girls, please. My attention snaps back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity. Sorry, oops, there goes gravity. My attention snaps back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. And suddenly I realize that I'm in the middle of a conversation with her and I haven't been listening. My ice cream is half eaten and she was telling a story but paused and is just looking at me, waiting for a reaction. Imagine autopiloting your way through ice cream. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. More confessions than girlfriends. Yeah, but it's all from the one guy in a very creepy way. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They are perhaps not getting a message that, you know, maybe the fourth confession's not working is perhaps a sign. Like a comet falling from the sky. Oh, no way. She cocks an eyebrow, shaking her head at me blank, because she can clearly tell I'm ruminating again. I love the word ruminating. You're so distracted thinking about him. Her face wears a grin, catching me blank out. He's not wrong. I was distracted thinking about him. But not in the way she thinks. Blank. But she won't believe that. What game are we on? We are on Comet, Cal. Game number 3. Game number 3. And I should do my refresh my commands. Game number 3. I really want to play Cow Arson, but I know if I start, I'll probably also lose 9 hours. So I'm like, I mean, people have seen Cow Arson on Cal's stream. I should make that an offline game. But I want to get my Cow Arson on. It's a game where you're a cow who loves arson. Well, maybe a little bit. Oh my god, am I that transparent or greyed out? No. Oh, I can't even click it. I can't do anything with it. Well, maybe a little bit. There's a moment where her face twitches, blank, as she looks up at someone behind me. Who's behind me? For a moment, dread takes me as if, blank, I have something to fear. She is blank, silent. He walks up. This is setting off my fight or flight reflex. Don't like this. Don't like this. He walks up, blank. I wave. Why he got them anime villain glasses? Why he got the anime villain eyes? He got no pupils. Run! Run! He walks up, blank. I wave. Ah! He hugs me. Ah! Ah! Don't! Do not, blank. I let him. Oh, girl! Girl, 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 girl. Girl, no. He wants to talk. I nod. His words are polite. I won't remember them. Thank you for that, Dave. He looks expectant. I say yes. Girl, no! He's overjoyed. I know, but you still did good, even if it's not fully tested. He's overjoyed. My mother will say I ran out of excuses. Your mum's terrible, girl. My father will say I teased him long enough. My god! Find a new family. We're getting you a new family, girl. We're starting with her. She can be the first of our new family. My sister will say I finally saw sense. Holy shit, this family. I hate them. I, blank, like him. Oh no. No, I don't like this. And that was that. Everyone knew it had to end up this way. No, it didn't. Let's fucking fix this. If this is what makes you happy, then I'm glad for you. No, trust me, it's not. But that's if it makes you happy. If you do want something else, please tell me. Because I know what I want. Oh, false end. Ah, wait, what's happening? I just clicked. Oh, there's an affection meter now. Except it's not. There's a gap in it. She sits on the top of the railing, her legs dangling over the side with the steep drop. Her fearlessness is both impressive and deeply reckless to me. I simply could never. She's holding on to it, but I couldn't stop the thoughts of how precarious it is. It's not meant to be sat on. That's what the bench is for. So how can I trust to be safe? Oh god, the metaphors for compulsory heterosexuality. Oh god, that just hit me. That just hit me like a bench to the face and I hate it. It's so good, I hate it. I hate it. It's not meant to be sat on, that's what the bench is for. Ah! Ads are incoming soon. Don't worry, I'll have a minute to hyperventilate in peace. What if it just gave way under my weight? The worst part wouldn't be dropping into the void. It'd be the knowledge that my family would disapprovingly. I hate her family. Saying how I wasn't careful enough. I shouldn't have leaned on such a flimsy rail. No one else in the family would be so foolish. So, what are you thinking about? You. Oh yeah, your favourite topic. She pokes me playfully, and I blush is sort of faded out. She pokes me playfully and I started to remember the words. She pokes me playfully and I blush before I gently brush her hand away. And, behind her, I see what almost looks like a descending flash of blinding light. I blink, trying to process it as I point down into the void below us. What was that? You think that bad a ploy is going to work? Yeah, I feel that. I shake my head, pointing insistently. Maybe I'm also using it as a way to distract from my airheadedness, but it was real. No, really, something weird fell. It was like a comet. She's shaking her head before I'm finished talking. But when she hears the last word, she finally turns around to look. Comet. Compet! Compet! Compulsory heteronormativity! And also, there's greyed out words in the affection meter. Affectation meter. Affectation, so it's the mask I'm putting on. Affectation meter. Compet. It's here now. Oh my god! Her flat tone tells me she's skeptical. Greyed out. Though I can tell from her body language that she's just a front. That is just a front. Something's up with her as she stares into the void. I stare too, wondering if she spotted anything, but there's no sign of whatever mysterious flash I saw. I give up quickly, greyed out, becoming distracted by her. Still greyed out. I find myself too busy staring. When she turns back to me again, rolling her eyes. At this time of day? Somehow doubt that was a comet. No, it was Compet the whole time. She leans in close, putting a hand on my shoulder and giving me a look, greyed out. That stops my heart dead and freezes my body as I wait to see what she wants, non-greyed out, to say. Are you just trying to distract yourself from your date with him? Asheville, maybe a little. Denial, it's not a date. Sincere, it's not a date. Resigned, I wish it wasn't a date. And but the int is greyed out, so if I take that, what am I saying? What am I saying if I take that? If I say that, am I saying that I wish it wasn't, or that I wish it was? Okay, it's the outbreak. Time to go panic. Back soon. I assume it will eventually go to white out, but I wonder, will it do that if I don't select it? I guess if one way to find out, I won't pick it for this choice. I'll go, it's not a date, sincere. So you're still not willing to be totally honest, even with just us here? Her eyes challenge me as if daring me to admit more than that. My mouth is dry as I try to unpack what kind of honesty she wants from me, but because I can't tell, I say nothing. Ooh, purple font! What does purple font mean? I'm gonna quickly check the preferences just to see if there's anything about the font colors. I don't think there is. I was hoping there might be something to maybe amp up the visibility a little bit, maybe take out that space background to make things a bit higher contrast, but not seeing it. There are achievements though. Oh, those are cool looking. Artist is Essie Masha on Twitter. Everything else is Gary. Gary, you madman. Gary. It's always down to Gary. Return. Oh yeah, I should save. Oh god, hang on. Let me remember that saving exists. She pats my cheek before leaning away and leaving, me disappointed. I even catch a look in her eyes, a familiar one that tells me she's always hiding something from me. She's also hiding something from me. She's also imprisoned by the Compet. You and him are so cute. You and him have been like that for what, a decade? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, look, everything that was black is purple now. So everything that was the kind of greyed out text is purple now. We've got the affectation meter is now purple. So everything's changing. Is that because I let myself be a little bit queer? Me and him grew up together. I'm closer to him than everyone. Me and him grew up together. He's like a brother to me. Me and him grew up together, so he thinks he knows me better than I know myself. I honestly don't know either. Me and him grew up together, so he thinks he knows me better than I know myself. She looks at me, conflicted. I love her. She's always been cagey about the relationship between me and him. I guess because I always am too. I never say it, but I make it pretty clear. I don't want to talk about him. I'd rather talk about her all day, more than anything else. I know she's asking because she's concerned. It's clearly on my mind a lot. My feelings about him are so messy and difficult. I find her easier to talk to than anyone else. It's so natural to get in a rhythm and chat about anything, stupid or serious. But with him specifically, it's hard to go there because it's so much more complicated. And I don't want to burden her with that mess. It's nothing but my bed. I have to lie in it. I've basically been putting it off for as long as I can remember. It would be selfish to say it has anything to do with her. Bet he knows all sorts of secrets you won't reveal. Of course not, I tell you everything. She regards me skeptically. Oh really? Then how come he's the one who said you were big into LARPing once upon a time? Wait, but what? Oh no, but you guessed that in the last run. Me? What? No. Me? I sweat profusely, my body betraying my lie as her face erupts into a big grin. Oh my god, it is real? I've gotta see it. There must be photos, right? No pictures survived, not a single one. I burned them all. A cow helped me burn them. She stares me down with a wide grin on her face. She takes out her phone and I dread what she's about to search for, so I grab at her arm to take the phone away. She giggles as I wrestle with her, her damned iron grip defying my efforts as I try to pull at her two-handed. And then, instead of pulling, I'm actually pushing her. She starts to tip too far over the railing, her eyes widening. My mind reels with panic and my arms now scramble at her and pull her back from the void. Without her fighting me, our combined strength easily keeps her from falling. I feel like there's a choice coming up, so I'm just gonna do a little save for reasons. Yeah, you're right. That does make it worse that he's been telling other people something that she's uncomfortable. Was it playful or was it a breach of trust? Ooh, good eye, good eye. And swiftly leads to her toppling onto me, flattening me out on the ground underneath her. I'm winded and breathless as she steadies herself on top of me. Both of us pant, the panic slowly abating with each breath, leaving us in an awkward heap that I never want to leave, but I clear my throat to speak. Blush, shake pathetically and fumble for words. Failing to be suave. Checkmate. Okay, I've got to try and fail to be suave. Checkmate. She shoves her hand in my face, laughing deep. A real honest laugh that warms my heart, even if it is at my expense. I think she might be trying to drop some hints, yeah. She's ratting him out. Well, okay, if that's your attempt to be cool, it's clear to see why the deal with him is still ambiguous. I notice that she doesn't get up off of me. But I don't draw attention to this, happy to stay like this as long as she'll let me. Instead, I respond. And my new options are tired. There's not really a deal. He and I are just friends, no matter how many times he asks. Other new option is frustrated. It shouldn't be ambiguous. I don't like him. It's just hard to get that across to him, I guess. Let's be frustrated. Let's get that anger out. Oh! 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 Did I do bad? Her eyes widen and she must feel my heartbeat quicken, just like I can feel hers against me while she makes direct eye contact. Her gaze pleads with me. As I try to unpack what's going on, she just shakes her head. Fuck. Why did you have to wait to be so certain now? After. As the sound rings out, it takes only an instant for the world to disappear. My hearing lingers just enough for her whispered sobs to come through, but I can't make out any of her words. Instead, there's another voice, crisp and clear. Not me. Enough of your melodramatic indecision. Delaying the inevitable answer just hurts everyone else. If you actually wanted anything different, you wouldn't have agonized over it for so long. So just accept where everyone knows this is all going. Dead end number 1. Oh, I've got arrows in me. Oh, don't get me started. I haven't played Omori yet, but it's on the list. It's on the dang list. I should play it soon on stream. We can all get traumatized together. Dead end number 1. Oh. Oh. And we're back to the railing. Yeah, I think we're okay to keep playing through. Let's do a little bit of autoplay. Or skip to the next choice. Here we go. I'm thinking about nothing today. Oh yeah, your favourite topic. She pokes me playfully and I blush before I gently brush her hand away and... Huh? Behind her I see a flash of blinding light. It's a comet. Next choice. I wish it wasn't a date. So you're still not willing to be totally honest even with just us here? Her eyes challenge me. My mouth is dry as I try to unpack what kind of honesty she wants from me. But because I can't tell, I say nothing. She pats my cheek before leaning away and leaving me disappointed. I even catch a look in her eyes, a familiar one that tells me she's also hiding something from me. You and him are so cute. So far, fairly similar to how it was before. I honestly don't know either. She looks at me conflicted. She's always been cagey about the relationship between me and him. I guess because I always am too. I never say it, but I make it pretty clear I don't want to talk about him. I'd rather talk about her all day more than anything else. I know she's asking because she's concerned. It's clearly on my mind a lot. My feelings about him are a mess. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. We've seen this bit. Let's skip. Okay. I am now on top of her, just like in my anime, so I'm gonna blush, shake pathetically, and fumble for words. She shoves her hand in my face, laughing deep, a real honest laugh that warms my heart, even if it is at my expense. Well, okay, if that's your attempt to be cool, I can see why the deal with him is still ambiguous. I notice that she doesn't get up off of me. But I don't draw attention to that. Happy to stay like this as long as she'll let me. Instead, I respond. Oh. So this one is greyed out, the dead end. The dead end is now greyed out. So I'm gonna go with tired. There's not really a deal. He and I are just friends, no matter how many times he asks. She reaches out to put a hand on my cheek, and the touch is so electric I don't even notice when I gasp. She recoils like she's touched an electric fence, then begs a question with her hesitation. She knows the answer already, even if I've never told her with words, but I've shown it with my eyes. Don't answer lightly. You really have thought it through. She looks intently at me, making it clear that this is an important question to her, which means it's an important topic to me. Panic save! Panic save! I could be contrite. You're right. I should ask if he remembers what he said all those years ago. Well, we're definitely not doing that. Fuck that. Looking into her eyes. I guess I'm just afraid of my feelings not being reciprocated. That's a coward's one. We're not doing that. Sarcastic. You're right. A decade is really just not enough to settle my feelings on him. Or defiant. I think I've known him long enough to say he's a bit of a dick. I'm gonna say it, even if it gets me a bad ending again. I will not be silenced. She pounces without warning and my heart flutters. Oh, I heard that. Oh no, it's not working. It's bad end again. It's bad end again. I hear that noise. Even as she slams my head against the railing. Fuck. No time, listen. No, seriously, what was that for? We don't have time. For once, you have to hurry. She slumps over limp, red blood trickling down her chest as I struggle to process what's happening. What the fuck is happening? I scramble backwards hurriedly, and then I notice something sticking out of her motionless back. What is that? Some sort of knife? It is shaped like an arrow, maybe? I'm gonna go with arrow because that was what was in the silhouette of not me. Having wasted the moment she bought me, I slump forward onto her, my senses fading away. My consciousness dissolves, while I'm subsumed by embarrassment, when our hands accidentally touch. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hands touching hands! Unlovable hands! Now you've gone and ruined her life, too. Still think it was worth it? Yes. You can't just opt out of doing anything forever. Sooner or later, you have to ask. You have to act, so I did. Dead end number 2. She sits on top of the railing. He sits on top of the railing. Next choice. You. Oh yeah, your favorite topic. I wish it wasn't a date. Me and him grew up together, so he thinks he knows me better than I know myself. Failing to be swapped. Checkmate! That's not really a deal. He and I are just friends no matter how many times he asks. Is it dangerous to be sarcastic? Probably, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You're right. A decade is really not enough to settle my feelings on him. She looks at me carefully, gauging my feelings and reading between the lines. She knows I don't like to talk about him. Yeah, zero escape vibes. She speaks faintly, her lips barely even moving. Think carefully. Choose right. Right for you. I haven't known her that long, definitely not as long as the decade I've known him. But she's changed my life. Meeting her took a weight off my shoulders, one I didn't realize was on me. She actually knew him first, and that's how the two of us met. I think he intended her to be his wingman, which is hilarious. But I can hardly fault the attempt. She's always been nice to everybody. So who wouldn't like her? She gives me a look in a way that only I can read. One of my favourite things about her is how she gives looks. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but her looks are short stories. Sometimes I can't always parse them entirely, but when we get to debrief later, it's a delight to unpack what I did and didn't pick up on. In this moment, it's clear that she wants to talk. But in private, even though we are in private, aren't we? The thought that someone could technically be present chills me. Especially the thought that somehow she noticed, even though I didn't. Noticing my expression, she gives me a reassuring smile. The kind that tells me she'll take care of whatever the problem is. My anxious heart calms down as she focuses on me cheerily and says, "Let's get some ice cream. Let's get out of here, away from the watching eyes." Oh, no worries, Riley. I'll keep you posted. She offers me her soft hand and I clam up. My eyes fixate both on the hand and her pleading smile. I'm gonna try and go romantic. I clasp her hand as if my life depended on it, because I feel like it does. I'm not really sure what the act is for, but I grip her tight as I climb to my feet. Whatever's going on, I know I can trust her with my life. Before I'm steady on my feet, she forcefully slams me down against the ground behind me. I gasp for air, looking into her eyes. Rather than her usual warmth, there's steely resolve in them. You can't be too gay or the shadow daggers will come out. Gotta keep that in mind for now. That's true, I'm learning that. But that's okay, because as we all know, if a girl loves a girl very much, girls gain the ability to time travel. That is just facts. It's unavoidable. If Madoka has taught me anything, it's that girl love has the power to bend time and space. I gasped for air, looking into her eyes. Rather than her usual warmth, there's a steely resolve in them, a sense of deep concentration. She keeps me pinned, my body hanging limp and at her mercy. Oh. Her eyes look away from me, into the distance somewhere across the street, and she swears. She never swears unless it's serious. I cough as my lungs refill with air. My body is in panic mode, but my brain is disconnected from any of that as I stare up at her. Vaguely, I feel like I should be shocked at seeing her act so different to normal. Instead, my mouth hangs open like I'm a fish she's hooked. I shake myself, insisting I have to find out what the hell she's thinking. What? Maybe my brain is also in panic mode. She's so pretty. Oh god, the arrow! It flew past! I get no time to recover as she forcibly pulls me to the side and an explosion of dust pops from where we just were. Yeah, boy, we're dodging! Yeah! Fuck! I cry out eloquently as she leans back to look me over, her cold eyes now softened with worry. You get hit? I shake my head as she jumps onto the railing and looks down into the abyss. Good, now's our chance. Let's get out of here. Huh? I ask, incoherent, and she shakes her head. I could have said any word in that moment and she'd have understood. Explanations can wait, just come on. She hops around to hang from the other side of the railing. She stretches out her hand, waiting for me to follow. My options are you crazy? No, we're not doing that one. No, slow down, you have to explain what's going on here. We're not slowing down because I know about the arrows. Seeing the concern on her face, I follow is tempting, but I think the winner is I run after her without hesitation. No regrets! I clumsily hop over. She catches me from tumbling too far. I blush, feeling embarrassed as she clutches me in a princess carry. We're winning! We're winning, gamers! She's doing surprisingly well navigating the steep cliff nimbly while carrying me. I hope she's a robot. She was strong enough for that. Have you been working out? She cocks an eyebrow at me. But it's... I just never know. She laughs as I verbally struggle, not missing a beat as she carries me further down. And something whizzes by my head, too fast to catch what it is. Maybe we can talk about that later. Let's. She weaves us both through the branches and roots, descending closer to the bottom. More blurs fly past, narrowly missing us. I close my eyes, overwhelmed. I can barely keep track of where we are, let alone whatever is coming at us. However, she dances around in a rehearsed path, like she knows exactly where each and every attack is coming from. How many times has she done this? How many times has she been in this loop? Arrows are such a stray weapon. Which isn't true, actually. I don't want to misrepresent arrows, because they do curve in flight. I open my eyes to look up at her. As we finally take a breather and settle down, there's a long pause. It seems we're not under fire at this moment. Are we in the clear? Not a chance. This is just the start. She shakes her head, looking down at me in her arms. Her eyes evaluate me for a moment. How many loops have you done? Are you trying to ask how old I am? No, that's not what she's asking, my friend. No, I mean loops. Time loops. Time loops confirmed! How many times have you repeated all this? My blank expression answers her question for me. Wait, this is your first? I mean, technically no. Even though I still don't understand, I'm compelled to feel self-conscious as she sets me down. I feel shaky standing on my own 2 feet again. She puts a hand on my shoulder quickly to reassure me. There's nothing wrong with that, just... You did so well following our path, so it was natural to assume. Thanks, I think? She takes a moment, drawing a deep breath and composing herself. So, this is a time loop. This day has played out many times before. Game! Very nice. Nicely done, Dave. Let's take a hydrate for a moment. Time loop confirmed though. Now Riley's gotta play it. Gotta play it. Wow, like dozens of times? Oh, sweetie, no. Oh no. I wait for her to clarify as she nervously avoids my gaze. Not hundreds, surely? Thousands. Thousands? You'd be forced to live through this day that many times? She steps closer to me, her hand gripping my shoulder tight. I see the longing in her eyes, the one we both ignore or try to. My question is already answered when she sighs and says, well, it usually doesn't last the whole day. It only resets to us on the hill, talking. Right when that Compet agent lands. The Compet agent! The silhouette with the arrows! The arrow of Compet villainy. And well, it often does— Oh my god, it's like a sci-fi world where we get hunted down for being queer! Is it? Is that what it is? And well, it often doesn't get far. Someone cuts the day prematurely short and everything resets again. Is that the someone who's trying to kill us? But who? Who would want to do that to me? The air whooshes past my ear. This time I can finally see what it is. A long, thin metal object, a throwing knife. Okay, it's not an arrow. It is a strange round end. It reminds me of something. I can see it fine this time because it's perfectly still, sticking out of her stomach. No! God damn it! She falls back, but before I can scramble to reach her, I'm dragged backwards. I fall as I look up at a striking figure now looking down on me. I stare at the tall, imposing, oddly familiar person. Oh no! Me? Not you. Never you. Not me flicks a wrist, suddenly holding another one of those knives in not my hand. Those are arrows though, those are definitely arrows. Squinting, I can now see what the shape reminds me of. It was a clock hand, but long and sharp. Oh, clock hands! Okay. Not me pulls not my hand away as my attention flicks back to her instead. So that's why me is capitalized, because we've got me and not me. Unless you can cop on right now, you cannot become me. You're straying from the path, but you can change. I became not you, so it's obvious that you can too. Not me points the hand knife directly at me. Frustration and anger showing through not my attempt to seem detached. Oh my god, my head. Not me looks so much older. No, not older. Aged. Everyone's given you enough chances, it's time you just shut up and understood. Okay, audio balance, thank you. Yeah, this track's pretty loud. Let's sort it out. Thank you, Dave. Take the path before you. What? I don't understand. Not me moves so fast and doesn't even make a sound as Not me does. Before I know it, Not me lifts me by the neck. The tips of my toes stay just barely on the ground as I strain to keep myself upright. You, random person by the car, save us! That's right, you don't understand. But I do. Stop running, dodging, and deflecting. Not me tosses my body back before I fall on the ground behind it. But Not me wastes no time advancing to loom over me once more. Accept the path laid out before you, the only way forward for you. It's always been meant for you. My heart pounds as Not me speaks words I've been afraid to confront. You mean, yes, yes, the dark side, the Compet path. You must become his girlfriend. That's my destiny? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Not me crouches low as Not my knife digs into my cheek, proving that Not me was not fucking kidding. This is not a game, little girl. You're hurting yourself, but you're also hurting him, and you're hurting her. I glance backwards towards her bleeding on the ground. Not dead, thankfully. Before I even make a move, Not me throws me flat onto my back in frustration. Forget her. It's for the best. I swallow and open my mouth to answer as not my steely gaze bears down on me. It's a simple yes or no question. Will you finally just go with him? Absolutely fucking not, no. I'll give you another chance because I'm rather tired of killing you. Fuck no. Think carefully now. You don't really have any other options but him. I choose her. If you're this beyond help, I'll just have to kill you, start over, and try again. You can try. I'll keep winning. Not me laughs ruefully as not me shakes not my head. It seems you really are too far gone. I'm glad I was never this beyond help. I tried to make a move, but not me has already closed the distance, interrupting my clumsy steps forward. How disappointing, but you failed to assume the path laid out for you. Not me redirects my trajectory, flipping me onto my back. I'm winded as not me looms over me triumphantly. And for what? You know how this ends. It's already decided. Your inevitable fate. Excuse you, are you laughing? Excuse you is such a fucking fire line. Standing over me, not me's confidence is oddly shaken as I recover my breath. I realized why someone would try this hard to stop me. Can't believe it took this long. It's desperation. Desperation. Yep, desperate to change what's going to happen. Because it's not predetermined. That's what's scary. Fate would be simpler, then it'd all be picked for me. You can't choose to... No, you're wrong. It's me who can choose, but not you. You're not me. You don't even exist. You never did you? Oh. 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 Don't worry. It'll be worth it. I speak to the air. I can feel a tension either from me or not me. It doesn't matter when I shake it off and run to her side. Yay! She lies wounded. It's bad, it's messy. It'd be better if I'd figured everything out sooner. Admitting instead of just pretending I didn't want anything. Now she's hurt and it's all just a mess made by me and not me, so it's time I clean it up. I put my hand on her chest. I feel the heartbeat that reassures me. I hear the angry pug in the corridor. Frankie wants to play this game so badly. I put my hand on her chest. I feel the heartbeat that reassures me. She's still there. Her hand weakly clutches at my cheek and she smiles. Ah. Never got this far before. Hey! New ground! True ending! Me neither. We did it! Love is real! Oh! We even get an ending CG! Oh, that's so heckin' cute! And we get the end credits! Art by Eshimasha. Writing, programming, and music by Super Bias Guy. Oh, he does the music as well, it's neat. Localization by Warlocks Management Project, Michael Stein. Chinese by Hannah Liu. Special thanks, Little Rat for playtesting and feedback. Travis for playtesting and feedback. Josh, Tim, Carleen for all their roles in helping make this a thing that is real, that is wow. Pexels for stock photography, we love Pexels. Sonus GDC sound effects libraries. And Game Dev Galaxy community for their support. Sonus GDC, I don't know that, I'm gonna have to look that up. Because that's a fun research. Sonus, using Pexels images is clever. Sonus GDC sound effects. We love a resource, royalty-free sound effects. Oh, I have been on this website before. I recognise their logo because it looks kind of like a Creative Commons symbol. Okay. Thanks for playing. Thank you. Oh, we're missing two endings. Well, we gotta find out what those are. We got The End. We hated it. We got End Dead. We got See Not Your Face. We got something else still locked. And I guess the other one's probably a quickie, so... Let's see, let's do some skipping around. Skipping time. I'm thinking about you. Denial. It's not a date. I thought you'd say that. He pats my cheek before leaning away and leaving me disappointed. He's like a brother to me. Blush, shake, fumble for words. I'm going to do a little save here. Because so far we've pretty much ran through everything with no changes in the route. Tired. That's not really a deal. We're just friends. I can't do the bad end route. Looking into her eyes, I guess I'm just afraid of my feelings not being reciprocated. She looks at me, reading between the lines. She knows I don't like to talk about him. I grasp her hand earnestly and say, "Me up! I mean, you need a me. I mean, pick me up." She blinks at me. You, me, need pick up. Oh my god, I love them. My palm sweats enough that I slip out of her grasp, and she giggles and reaches to grasp. Oh no. Her grasp is moments too late. Someone else, something else has already touched me and killed me. I can't believe those were my last words. You're so embarrassing, I can't believe it. Ugh, you make my skin crawl. Shockingly, you imagine anyone could find this charming. Dead end free. The awkward last words. And if I then... How do I load? Is it preferences? Load! Let's give it one more go. So we know awkward hand doesn't work. Romantic hand clasping. Okay, let's do this stupid move. Slow down, you have to explain what's going on here. Please, you have to come on. We're nearly home free. You can't tease just like that. You can't just tease like that. You have to tell me what's going on before I'm going anywhere. Is this some elaborate prank with him? No, forget about him. There are tears on her face now. She never cries. Or she never lets me see her cry. She scrambles back up over the railing once more, reaching for my hand, but her panic starts to worry me. I thought you said he was a nice guy. Yeah, a nice guy. Derogatory. Can't you read between the lines? Don't say you actually like him. She clams up as I pull my hand away from her. Him, not a chance. I'd rather... Oh god, what happened? Him, not a chance. I'd sooner die to... Oh god. I'd sooner die to... Dead end number 5. Well, it's him or death. Consider it more carefully next time. And that's the VOD done. Thanks for being the best community ever and for making every stream a blast. Until next time, insert tagline here. Wait, what do you mean I'm not supposed to say that part? It's on the script. It's on the lines right here. Come on, it's right there. It's written down. For goodness sake.